Okay, good morning. Again, welcome to the class, and we'll take the last topic of the chapter, challenges to free and fair election. Challenges, generally, this word we take when something is taken seriously and in situation it is not accordingly as it is expected. So, challenges to free and fair election. We know that in our country, free and fair election take place, but it doesn't always. Sometimes we get some information regarding that some places are under the influence of malpractices, under the factionalism, under the you can say the people of means rigging the areas like all. So all these leads to the simple conclusion: election in India are basically free and fair. The party that wins the election and forms government does so because people have chosen it over its rivals. This may not be true for every constituency. A few candidates may win purely on the basis of money and power and unfair means, but the overall verdict of the general election still reflects our popular preferences. It happens in large democracy. We can see such kind of claims when such kind of thing take place, that some malpractices, dirty tricks used to play during the election campaign, election process, and election time. But it doesn't mean that the whole system is under the influence of such kind events, but it is there are very few exceptions to this rule in the last 60 years in our country. This is what makes India election democratic. Yet the picture looks different if we ask deeper the question: are the people's preferences based on real knowledge? When we ask this question, means how the election are conducting in our countries and what is the system behind it is very much truthful or not. So are people's preferences basis of real knowledge means the people who are casting their vote. The people who are casting their vote are means they all have the knowledge to whom they have to elect. Are the voters getting a real choice means there are many multi parties are there. The people know to whom they have cast their vote, isn't it? No, because some parties are there only, and from 3 4 5 they have to among choose them. Is election really level playing field for everyone? Can an ordinary citizen hope to win the election? So all these questions come across when we think about the challenges to the free and fair election. So here some caricatures are given. Now you will know now of them because in previous chapter the holiday homework you have done and you can read them well, what is happening, what is the system behind. Now one by one some question we will kill here and we'll start getting the answer of them. Something is wrong in our system which is also under some thinkable situation. So candidates that and parties which with a lot of money may not be pure of their victory, but they do enjoy big and unfair advantage over the smaller parties and independents. Means when we talk about the candidate in parties who spends lots of money, it is not so fair. We know to gain the victory they do this, but over the smaller parties independent it affects they it a big advantage. They do enjoy a big and unfair advantage over the smaller parties, matlab means the smaller party doesn't get chance and they enjoy this privileges that they are the richer one, they have money, they can do this. In some of the part of our country, candidates with criminal connection have been able to push other out of electoral race and secure tickets from major parties. So in that particular influence they are you can say win the race of getting the tickets and they contest the election. Some families tend to dominate political parties. Tickets are distributed only to the relatives and their family member. This happens. So third blemishes is that, and very often election offer little choice to ordinary citizen. Means common people who want to contest election they cannot come because They don't have much money to run the campaign of the election, and major parties quite similar each other both in influence in the political and practice policies and practice. So smaller parties and independent candidates suffer huge disadvantage compared to bigger parties. Means smaller parties, they don't have any shining face in the politics, and sometimes the people who are means having lots of money, spending lots of money, they take the benefit of that. So these challenges exist not just in India, outside, but also in many established democracies. It happens somewhere. These deeper issues are a matter of concern of these who believe in democracy. Means if we want to bring democracy, so some systems should be changed, some you can say reform should bring in that. This particular topic you will read in the next class, that is 10th class. That is why citizen, social activist and organization have been depending reform in our electoral system. They are trying to bring this reformation, like it should not happen. Can you think of some of the reforms? So many reform can come, like from the Supreme Court side. And first of all, introspection. When people think themselves that we are सर्विंग द नेशन नॉट वर्किंग इन नेशन, मीन्स जब आप वर्क करने का सोचते हो तब आप क्या सोचेंगे, आई वॉन्ट अर्न मोर एंड मोर. जब आप सर्व करने का सोचते हो तो सर्विस इज विदाउट एनी कॉस्ट. सो सर्विस इज should be the main you can say target of the people, not the working. What can an ordinary citizen do to face these challenges? So the question is again in a strong way, how can it would be done, like the challenge can be accepted that the ordinary people should get chance to contest the election. So this was the chapter, and I hope you will do all code of conduct and all these define the term, because they are necessary to do in the copy. And the exercise simultaneously you will do. Some beautiful pictures have been given on of Republic Day, Electoral Literacy Club. So these are the beautiful activities that you can do in your copy. Now leave the class. Thank you. Have a nice day.